Hi guys, Mikey732 Review Crew back with another episode of Star Trek Original Series, Season 2, Episode 16. Last time we had some troubles with tribbles, which, by saying that 5 times fast. Troubles. Not too bad. But it was a pretty fun episode, pretty interesting, especially following Jack the Ripper. We then get these fluffy creatures that eat grain and get poisoned and prove the Klingons are spying, which is weird, but such a great episode, especially the merchant. Loved him. Now, I'm very excited to keep going. Each of these episodes has been developing in such a fantastic way. From the plot and the characters, I love how basically at this point the entire cast and crew are all very well known and how they'll act to me. I know what they're going to do for most part, so it's very entertaining to see that. And sometimes they get proven wrong in terms of how they act, like Kirk will do something different or Spock might do something different. But it's still just a great journey. It's been a great time. This really is such a great show. Excuse me. Now, while I've been watching this, I've also been doing some minor research behind the scenes, learning fun facts about the cast and crew offset in the future, like, after the show ends. And it really is interesting that such a great show got canceled. That's all I know. And it didn't last as long as I thought. Now, when I originally learned about Star Trek, I thought this was going to be like a 5-6 season show, not, the original series only having, just under 70, just above 70 episodes. That's crazy. Yeah. Without further ado, though, thanks for joining. I'm starting this one in 3, 2, 1.
Ensign Chekhov, Lieutenant Uhura, and I will beam down and make a routine check of its facility. Mind the store, Mr. Spock?
Acknowledged, Captain.
Lieutenant Uhura, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Uhura's coming? Like how when she got up too, somebody took her spot. What just happened? That was so weird.
Must be a transporter malfunction. This is a Gamma 2.
They landed somewhere else?
What's the color of that sky?
Got intercepted?
This is the craziest landing pad I've ever seen.
And that's a trinary sun.
Trinary? 3 suns?
They got onto the transporter platform and they just vanished.
That's how it works.
I presume you mean they vanished in a manner not consistent with the usual workings of the transporter, Mr. Scott.
I've made all the proper checks. There was nothing. There was no flash of light, nothing. They were
Is it
gone.
another omnipotent
Power
beings?
surge.
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Whoa. Huh?
Lasers. On stun.
Alien girls. Okay. They caged in?
Hand to hand.
Oh, who is 2v1? Come on. You gotta call out how she's doing so well over there. Never mind. Oh. Okay, he's the only one winning this fight. Oh, how he's manhandling. Oh my god. Nice. This is the most chaotic part of an episode I've seen in a while. I forgot to mention I accidentally listened to the by accident on purpose. I mean, I listened to the Captain Kirk's album, which I think was Shatner's album, and Spock's album, Leonard Nimoy. I listened to their albums. It sparked a whole curiosity because I was on Reddit and somebody said that there was like a song done by Leonard Nimoy, and it's actually interesting. Not terrible, interesting, two-sided. One's him and one's Spock, and then you have spoken word from Shatner, which was so bizarre.
Surrounded by creatures belonging to races scattered all through the galaxy.
Yeah, those are 3 different races.
Excellent.
And fucking Dracula? His logo. He teleported the same way they did.
Although we expected strength and competitive spirit, we are greatly pleased.
Either of you hurt?
Nobody's hurt, Captain. Yet.
Admirable, Chekhov. Admirable.
He knows the names?
You also, Uhura.
Uhura.
I am Gold, Master Thrall of the planet Triskelion.
Triskelion Thrall? What?
I have been sent to welcome
Well,
you.
he's a puppet. What the blackout?
Now you are prepared for your training.
How do you know our names?
The providers were expecting you, Captain.
What?
They arranged your transportation.
What?
These providers of yours, are they?
Correction, Captain. We are there.
Oh, they're like toys.
What do they
Like
want from us?
thralls.
You are to be trained, of course. What other use is there for thralls?
Thralls.
You brainwashed?
Your old titles mean nothing here, Captain. Come. Places have been prepared for you.
We're not going anywhere until we have some information. Who are you?
You are to be trained and spend the rest of your lives here.
No. Nope.
I've conducted 2 sweeps of the planet's surface. There is no sign of life.
And what the devil is happening? Does that mean their atoms are just floating around out there?
Even that would show up on our sensors.
Wow, really?
We can't just leave them out there, wherever they are.
We shall continue sensor scans, Doctor. At the moment, that is all we can do, except hope for a rational explanation.
Hope?
Human feeling.
I always thought that was a human failing, Mr. Spock.
Constant exposure does result in a certain degree of contamination.
The timing!
Escape is quite impossible, as demonstrated by your colors of obedience.
How tall that man is. Is he like 6 foot like 8?
They are not within the confines of this solar system.
It's not even in the same solar system? What?
Can people live that long as disassemble atoms in a transporter beam?
I have never heard of a study being done, but it would be a fascinating project.
Fascinating. Those people are friends of ours out there if they're still alive.
Precisely.
Well, the odds are not good.
No, I would say approximately 400.
Don't even-
Don't
no, yep,
quote
yep.
odds and don't give me any more dispassionate logic, Mr. Spock. Just keep looking for them.
I would welcome a suggestion, Doctor, even an emotional one, as to where to look.
First time you've ever asked me for anything, and it has to be an occasion like this.
They will be trying to find us, won't they?
They'll be trying, but where do they look?
System star is a trinary. Limits it a bit, but we're a long way from the Enterprise. We're even in the same dimension.
Ooh.
I am your drill thrall. I am called Lars.
What up, Lars?
There's little time.
What are you doing?
I have been selected for you.
What the hell's happening? Like,
Happening to Lieutenant Uhura!
she's not. Is she? That'd be the darkest episode.
Is not allowed to refuse selection.
Ew. Got a little knife on her back.
It is the nourishment interval.
Mr. Spock, I'm getting a fluctuating energy reading on this hydrogen cloud.
Seems to be an ionization trail.
Oh.
Ought to follow course, Ensign Haynes.
Aye, sir.
You're gonna leave here without them? And run off on some wild goose chase halfway across the galaxy just because you found a discrepancy in a hydrogen cloud?
Doctor,
Exactly.
I'm chasing the captain, Lieutenant Uhura, and Ensign Chekhov, not some wild aquatic fowl. This is the only lead we've had.
When do we learn to like trust him? Bones is constant questioning.
You have been selected for me?
I am only your drill thrall. I have brought you nourishment. 'Tis a nice name. Chiku.
Chekhov.
Chikuf. I am called Tamun. You are a fine specimen. I like you better than the others. I will instruct you well.
The voice is so weird.
It's very kind of you, miss, but
If my provider is pleased, we may even be selected for each other.
What do you call this color?
It is the sign of our provider. By the color of the lights, it can be known who holds us. When you are vended, you will also have a color. When you are developed, the provider who offers the most
Like her eye makeup.
puts his color on us.
Our race has another name for it.
Slavery.
Slavery.
It is only to warn and punish.
How does he work it?
It is not permitted to talk of that.
Never seen a top sergeant who looked like you.
What does that mean?
means you're a very beautiful woman.
What is beautiful?
Well, beautiful is, that's beautiful.
Oh.
Where were you born?
She who bore me was killed in a freestyle match.
Freestyle?
You will learn all these things.
Are they gladiators?
Lars and Chekhov's drill thrall. They weren't born here. Where do they come from?
It is not permitted. The exercise interval.
Projecting back along the path of ionization, the nearest system is M24 Alpha.
That must be 24 light years away.
11.630.
You're out of your Vulcan mind, Spock.
I'm suggesting nothing, Doctor. I'm merely pursuing the only logical course available to us.
He's so smart, though. Why are you... Every time.
Oh,
More slaves.
this
Balls.
thrall was slow in obeying a command. For his punishment, he will be practice target. You begin, Uhura.
No.
It is not allowed to refuse a
Green,
training
yellow,
exercise.
yellow, green. Red. All of them. Are the suns the
The providers wish it.
providers of the suns?
We have been tolerant because you are newcomers. But I see you must be given a lesson. Klug will administer correction.
This is Klug.
Uhura, take your place on the triad. Tie her.
No. No. I'm responsible for the actions of my people. I demand to see the providers.
It is not permitted. Since you assume responsibility for your people, you will take the punishment. You will be practice target. It is a shame to lose you, Captain.
They gonna stab him?
Captain's log supplemental. Stardate unknown.
Damn.
Hold. Rest interval 15 triseconds.
That's 35 seconds. What's a trisecond? 45 seconds?
Klug's left eye is weak. Approach him from that side.
Resume places.
Huh. Hiccup seems so into this. Strangle him. Come on. Get there. Good. Kick. Roll. Okay. Strangle. Why are they just standing there watching it? Nice.
Hold. Provider 1 bids 300 quatlus for the newcomers.
Provider 2, 350 quatlus. Provider 3, 400. 1,000 quatlus.
Oh.
The newcomers have been vended to Provider 1.
We're free people. We belong to no one.
Such spirit. I wager 15 quatlus that he is 20 quatlus that all three are untrainable.
Mark them gout.
Oh, red. Who else is red?
Any further disobedience will be punishable by death.
If there's any chance at all is to continue to search in the area they were lost.
We searched the area.
There was no sign of failure.
There was no sign of them in the area of Gamma 2.
If they weren't there, it's just ridiculous to think they could still be alive, not after all this time.
In that case, Doctor, we have nothing to lose by pursuing our present course.
Just logic, you both. Come on. You just fell into his trap.
Why do they like to watch others being hurt, killed?
Good question.
That is the way.
Are they computers?
Computers?
It'd be interesting.
What is this place?
It is not used.
Could it have been a city for the providers?
I do not think it is well to ask such things.
They do have bodies, or did have.
One does not talk of such things.
Very pretty country. Very much like my home planet, Earth,
Planet?
where I was born.
Gotta make her curious.
Don't you ever look at the night sky?
I have looked at them.
Well, those are stars.
He doesn't know anything.
And
Oh.
around them are planets.
Okay, this one might be the
How
prettiest.
can one live
I'm
on
sorry.
a flicker of light?
The eyes.
Actually, this is the darkest planet I've ever seen.
Dark? But all is lighted.
You don't think or do anything but what the providers tell you.
What else would one do?
What you want?
Love, for one thing.
What is love?
Love
He's getting good at explaining this.
is the most important thing on Earth, especially to a man and a woman.
When it is time to increase the herd, my provider will select one for me.
we select our own mate. On Earth, men and women live together, help each other, make each other happy.
I do not think your words are allowed.
All right.
Tried.
Tell me about the providers.
I have never seen them, but they are said not to be like us. They stay in...
Stop it.
Are they killing her?
I'm responsible. You're killing her!
I like her, no.
You want to punish someone? Punish me! Please.
Is that what you humans call compassion? It is interesting, but it has no value here. You present many interesting aspects, Captain, but you must learn obedience.
And she lied to someone. God, that was terrible.
You risk bringing their anger on yourself.
It's the custom of my people to help one another when we're in trouble.
If anything, he got to kiss a lot of women on this show.
Is this also helping?
You could call it that.
Help me once again.
He's a dog, okay? Like, he's like, I can't love women. He's literally like, my ship is my love. I can't love women. But he does this in like every other episode.
Captain, you do indeed present many surprises. Because you have amused the providers, there will be no punishment.
Wow.
We've lost Jim and the others back on Gamma 2. Now you've dragged us out here a dozen light years on some wild hunch that...
Doctor, I do not respond to hunches. A focused beam of extremely high intensity light was
Light,
directed
suns.
into the gamma system from the trinary system we are now approaching.
Trinary!
It's still a fancy way of saying that you're playing a hunch. Well, my hunch is that they're back on Gamma 2.
Dr. McCoy speaks for me, too, sir.
See,
Good thing he's the captain right now.
I am in command of this vessel, and we shall continue on our present course. Unless it is your intention to declare a mutiny.
Mr. Spock, who said anything about a mutiny, you stubborn, pointed-eared? We still have another search on Gamma 2.
Agreed. Now, Mr. Scott, could you manage Warp 7?
I would be more than content to do so, sir.
Okay. Then Spock just asserted control. Knows what he's doing.
You're disturbed about what happened today.
Yes, you have made me feel strangely. If it were allowed, I would ask that you have another drill thrall.
I wouldn't like that, Shauna.
What? God damn!
This is going to kill our romance.
We can find the phaser that I threw at Lars. We can use the circuits to short out these columns.
Oh.
Captain.
Only a reminder. You Earth people are most unusual, most stimulating.
Sensors indicate only one concentration of life forms on the planet, on the lower hemisphere.
Well, at least that gives our landing force a starting point.
There will be no landing force, Doctor. It would be unwise to endanger them by beaming down a large contingent.
Well, we're not going to leave them there while we just sit and wait.
Well, like I say, wait, you guys are going together.
I shall beam down, Doctor. If I'm unable to communicate, a landing party may be necessary.
Well, Mr. Spock, if you're going into the lion's den, you'll need a medical officer.
Daniel, as I recall, had only his faith. But I welcome your company, Doctor.
No, Mr. Spock, you will not leave the ship.
What the devil's going on?
Spock, welcome to Triskelion.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Your ingenuity in discovering the whereabouts of your companions is noteworthy. We are known to the Thralls as providers because we provide for all their needs.
Providing for all their needs means using thralls to fight each other, and the providers gamble on the winner. But these providers haven't the courage to show themselves.
Your species has great curiosity. You present no danger while you wear the collar, and you wear it as long as you live.
Then show yourselves.
Oh. Yeah! Computer, they were right. It wasn't suns, but three rocks. Holy shit.
Once we had humanoid form, but we evolved beyond it. We became the physically simple, mentally superior creature you see before you.
A species that enslaves other beings.
They can't do anything. Are they so bored?
Hardly superior.
We have found athletic competitions our only challenge, the only thing which furnishes us with purpose.
It's an unproductive purpose, unworthy of your intellect. We have found that all life forms in the galaxy are capable of superior development. Perhaps you're not as evolved as you believe.
Damn, lost purpose.
Our destruction will result only in your own. You may control the Enterprise, but you cannot match the force of the entire Federation.
No communications with your base will be possible.
And you call yourself superior. You're murderers! My people pride themselves on being the greatest, most successful gamblers in the universe. I wager that with weapons of your own choice, my people can overcome an equal number of thralls set against us.
Contest by multiple elimination.
Wait, hear me. Stakes must be higher. If we win, the Enterprise and its crew leaves here in safety. Furthermore, all the thralls on the planet must be freed. You will educate and train them to establish a normal, self-governing culture.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
We have done the same with cultures throughout the galaxy. Are you willing to admit that we can do something you can't?
There is nothing we cannot do.
Oh. Okay, this is logical. It's Spock down here.
Lose the entire crew of the Enterprise, the most stubborn, determined competitors in the universe. You'll be assured of generations of the most exciting wagering you've ever had.
Ooh.
Your stakes are indeed high, Captain.
We will accept your stakes on one condition.
Name it.
We suggest you alone, pitted against 3 contestants of our choosing.
Oh, the girl's one of them.
Your terms are unfair.
On the contrary, they're extremely fair, since your alternative is death.
Well, in that case, I'll accept your terms.
Okay, this is really up.
Thralls must stay in the blue area. You will take the yellow.
It's blue?
Touching an opposing color deprives a contestant of 1 weapon. An opponent must be killed to be removed from the game. If only wounded, he is replaced by a fresh thrall.
He's stepping on the yellow. Don't they lose a weapon or something? Oh. Kill him! Finish him! Come on, you gotta finish them! Oh, another kick. Oh! He just cut the net. Oh, never mind. Dodge! Okay. We've seen one of these guys before. These are the spy guys. Okay.
Shauna.
You lied. Everything you said.
Can you do it?
Ross! Surrender!
You can do that? That's an option? Freedom.
Thralls will be trained.
They will be trained. We have said it.
I'm sorry, Shauna. I didn't lie.
I understand. A little. You will leave us now to go back to the lights in the sky. I would like to go to those lights with you. Then teach me how, and I will follow you.
There's so much you must learn here first. The providers will teach you.
Bro, just abandon her. He's like, I love you, but I'm abandoning you. This is crazy. How did that work? He's just like, I'm gonna abandon you because you gotta learn here. But he can re-educate too. I mean, you can't love, but like, he keeps like making women love him and then leave them. And the lights in the sky. He lost her Chekhov. Chekhov.
Goodbye, Jim Kirk. I will learn and watch the lights in the sky and remember.
I liked it. That was a fun episode. Interesting. So, we continue the theme of omnipotent beings that can teleport us and do things that are crazy. And they've evolved past their body and need for this and that. But because Kirk has dealt with Spock so many times and he's pure logic, like these beings, he knows how to logic off. So he manages to convince them to play a game and he beats 1v3. And apparently they could just surrender. He didn't have to actually kill everybody because Shauna surrenders. Interesting. I mean, speaking of Shauna, I think she's my favorite guest star girl on the show. And I think that makes me kind of sad for her that Kirk leaves her because he like convinces her. He teaches her about love. He kisses her. He teaches her all these things, punches her, wins her freedom. And then she's like, let me follow you to the stars. And he's like, nah, you can't. She's like, I want to learn with you. He's like, nah, you gotta learn here. Like, what? She told her she could join the Starfleet and then she could eventually advance up the role. Maybe you can't be together, but she could work with you. I don't know. Like his old human. But I mean, I had a great time. I love Uhura coming. Unfortunately, the collection thing is a thing, and that guy forced himself on her or attempted to, and she defended herself, but it was really gross, and I felt bad for both the actress as well as the in-character because it's not a fun thing. I mean, they obviously wanted to show just like how these beings work, and I believe he picked her for himself as the drill thrall, but providers could also pick people, and the providers are just beings that evolve past their bodies. I thought they would be the suns because of like the light thing and whatnot, but they're just 3 brains that evolve past their bodies. 3 brains is interesting because there's 3 suns on a triangular planet. Now, if they're a culture that evolved past their bodies, how's there only 3 left is always a thought I would have. Do they live forever? Who knows? But I love Kirk and his, basically tricking them into playing the games. It's not wrong. It talks about our spirit and all this stuff, and it's really true. But it was just a great episode on that front. And then on the other side, you have Spock following. He was worried. He had a little bit of worry and had hope and had a hunch he was following, but he put it into Vulcan phrasing so that McCoy couldn't make fun of him. And when McCoy and Scotty tried to confront him to be like, where are you going? He had logical reasons, but he was able to also show them basically with his knowledge and whatnot why he was doing this. And then he also said, if you guys want a mutiny, go for it, but it's a mutiny. I'm the captain, which I was hoping he would say because he's in charge of making the decisions. Would they be questioning Jim if he was doing these? Kind of, maybe, because that's their job, but less so than Spock. A fun episode, really great episode. The whole planet idea was interesting. Obviously, the rules of the game weren't strictly enforced because it was like, step on this, they lose a weapon. Didn't really happen. And I look more green than blue, but minor things that really don't matter to me, to be honest. I will also say that this episode really did bring out a great portion of like Kirk's actual physical acting and body acting because he was really great with the fighting, and then the emotions with Shauna was great. And I gotta say, she really is a pretty girl. I don't usually say that at these, obviously, but it was her eyes, I think, mainly the thing. It brings like a sense of like innocence to the character a bit, and makes sense because she's a thrall. She doesn't really know much, She's like a wonder sense too when she learns about the stars and this and that. So interesting. And then we also got to see one of the guys with the things again, Antonellians, I think. Antonellians. One of them was a spy on it was Spock's dad, and assassin, not spy, which was pretty interesting to see. But yeah, very fun episode. Another case of omnipotent beings. I almost wonder if the Next Generation, the other series in the future, don't tell me, obviously, do have this many like godlike beings showing up, or if that's more like aliens that are like diplomacy and actual stuff, and this is more the actual fantasy, and that this is more like Star Wars, where with the omnipotent beings and powers, whereas Star Trek Next Generation is more grounded in reality. I kind of hope that because I would love like a nice gritty star space sci-fi again, just like how we had Battlestar before on the channel, which was such a great departure from normal sci-fi that I'm used to with the whimsy, and it just gritty, dark. Those are great. Do you have any suggestions for any gritty, sci-fi shows as well that fit in the realm of like The Expanse kind of and Battlestar Galactica? Let me know. See you next time. Bye.